The Beast in Me, a complete look at every important character in Netflix's new mystery thriller. Netflix's latest psychological mystery, The Beast in Me, has quickly captured attention for its gripping story, emotional depth, and powerhouse performances. The show centers on Aggie Wiggs, a reclusive author still mourning the loss of her son, whose quiet life unravels the moment a complicated new neighbor enters her world. What follows is a slow burn of secrets, suspicion, and carefully crafted tension. Premiering as an 8-episode series, this dark thriller pulls you in through its layered characters. Here's an in-depth guide to the key players who shape the story and the talented actors bringing them to life. Claire Danes as Aggie Wiggs. At the heart of the series is Aggie Wiggs, portrayed with raw emotion by Claire Danes. Aggie is a gifted writer who has stepped away from the spotlight after the devastating loss of her young son. Grief has reshaped her world, leaving her withdrawn, fragile, and guarded, until her new neighbor forces her back into a life she was trying to escape. Danes brings a deep vulnerability to Aggie, blending pain, strength, and curiosity as her character slowly gets pulled into a dangerous mystery. Her performance holds the emotional core of the entire story. Matthew Rhys as Nile Jarvis. Matthew Rhys brings an unsettling, enigmatic presence to Nile Jarvis, a high-profile real estate developer whose past is coated in suspicion. Despite being legally cleared, many still whisper that he had something to do with his first wife's disappearance. His charm is smooth, but his motives are impossible to read. With Rhys's signature intensity, Nile becomes the character who keeps both Aggie and viewers constantly questioning what's really going on behind closed doors. Brittany Snow as Nina Jarvis. Nina Jarvis, Nile's current wife, is played by Brittany Snow. Her character has a quiet tension about her, partly because she once worked closely with Nile's late wife before joining the Jarvis family herself. Nina's life appears seamless from the outside, but her past ties to Madison make her presence in the story even more intriguing. Snow adds layers of nervousness, loyalty, and doubt to Nina, making you wonder whether she's protecting Nile or hiding her own secrets. Natalie Morales as Shelley. Shelley, played by Natalie Morales, holds a crucial emotional thread in Aggie's life. She is Aggie's ex-wife and the mother of their late son. Their relationship is full of history, some tender, some painful, and their shared grief affects nearly every conversation they have. Shelley is an artist with her own complicated story, and her presence amplifies the emotional stakes throughout the series. Jonathan Banks as Martin Jarvis. Martin Jarvis, the commanding head of the Jarvis family, is brought to life by Jonathan Banks. As a wealthy real estate mogul, Martin has spent years cleaning up the messes his son leaves behind. His influence, power, and unwavering loyalty to Nile add a chilling pressure to the narrative, especially when Aggie starts digging deeper. Banks delivers the role with the same steel-edged intensity he's known for, adding weight to every scene he enters. David Lyons as Brian Abbott, Hetty Ann Park as Agent Erica Breton. Two federal agents also circle the heart of this mystery. Brian Abbott, played by David Lyons, previously led the investigation into Nile's missing wife and has never fully accepted the outcome. His instincts tell him there's more to the story, and he isn't letting go. Agent Erica Breton, portrayed by Hetty Ann Park, works alongside him but carries her own personal investment in the case. Their dynamic brings urgency and tension, pushing the story toward its darkest corners. Deirdre O'Connell as Carol. Carol is Aggie's loyal editor and longtime friend. Played by Deirdre O'Connell, she becomes Aggie's anchor as the writer considers channeling her grief and suspicions into her next book. Carol supports Aggie while also urging her to stay grounded as the mystery around Nile intensifies. With a powerful cast and characters full of emotional depth, The Beast in Me stands out as a gripping psychological thriller, one that blends personal trauma with dark secrets to create an addictive viewing experience. One who stars in The Beast in Me. The cast includes Claire Danes, Matthew Rhys, Brittany Snow, Natalie Morales, Jonathan Banks, David Lyons, Hetty Ann Park, and Deirdre O'Connell. 2. What is the series about? The story follows Aggie Wiggs, a grieving author who becomes entangled in the unsettling life of her new neighbor, Nile Jarvis, a man long suspected of causing his wife's disappearance.
For full video, click related link below or like and subscribe this channel.